Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel. Part 90. Yep, we've reached another milestone for the canceled series. We've reached our ninth zero, which is quite the accomplishment. And that means we are only a mere 10 episodes away from reaching the triple digits, which is just insane. Now, when will part 100 come out? I don't know. I can't predict these things. I know it probably won't come out this year unless something truly catastrophic happens within the next month, which I doubt is going to happen. But yeah, when it comes to part 100, when will it come out? Don't know. But all I know is that it will come into existence at the rate things are going. So yeah, just wanted to say that. But anywho, part 90, what caused this? Well, two things actually. The first is, well, you can see on your screen right now, DreamWorks animation sequel Trolls 3 Land's release date will be exclusive theatrical. So we're going to talk about this first, because I think it's relevant. So Trolls 3, the sequel, the world needed so badly because the world needs more Trolls movies, apparently. It has a release date, November 17th, 2020, a 3. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. But I wanted to talk about Trolls 3 because of the fact that it'll be exclusive theatrical, which wasn't the case for its predecessor, Trolls World Tour. And my god, the story behind that movie is more interesting than the movie itself, but I'm going to mention it anyway because I think it's relevant to the canceled series. Because Trolls World Tour, if you don't remember, it was a part of the second ever episode of Cancelled. And in that video, I talked about how it was no longer going to be theatrical because, all the theaters got shut down during, the initial, uh, you know, I guess the initial proper phase of the pandemic in the States. So all the theaters were shuttered for a long time. And the thing is with Trolls World Tour, the movie was complete. They already had all this marketing out, so they were not going to let that money go to waste. So instead of just delaying it until theaters reopen again, Universal made the controversial decision to skip theatrical entirely and go all in on PVOD, premium video on demand, and put it on there, rented for like $20 on the same day it was supposed to come out theatrically, right? And this caused quite a stir amongst the movie community, particularly with AMC, who, let's just say, were not very happy with this decision and made the shocking announcement that because of what happened with Trolls World Tour, oh, we're not going to play any more Universal movies, which I thought was a dumb decision because, like, how does this benefit you? All you're doing is hurting yourself here. Like, come on now. But I'm pretty sure that decision was made out of emotion rather than logic because we all know the best decisions are fueled by emotion, obviously. So, yeah, that happened. The two parties were not on good terms for a while, but then a couple months later, they broke bread, made up, and yeah, that was the end of that story. But man, that was a wild ride when it happened. And with Trolls World Tour, although it wasn't theatrical, it still made 100 million on PVOD. So I guess with all that money, they're just like, let's make a Trolls 3 and make it theatrical this time because we do not need a repeat of what happened last time. So yeah, and as you see here, you can just read all this, which is what I just said. The whole thing, it just escalated like so fast. So yeah, if you want to read it right here, you can go right ahead. You can pause the video here to read this because Whew, it was something else. But honestly, besides that whole mess that happened, I could care less. I could not care less for Trolls. I never seen any of the movies. I mean, with the first movie, that was like in 2016. The most I've seen were clips online, and all I know is they're based off a toy line. You had Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake. You had the song "Can't Stop the Feeling," which was everywhere in 2016 to the point where it became annoying. And then there's just one character from these movies that's just burned into my brain because it's this weird troll who's like gray, like sparkly gray. It's weird. And this troll is butt ass naked. Like I'm not joking. Like you actually see his ass crack. No clothes, no nothing. He's hiding nothing. It is just and I'm just like, what am I watching here? And I think there's a point in the first movie, like a clip where I think he shot glitter out of his ass, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? like, I don't know, man. This is weird. These movies are weird. I don't want to watch them. But if you're a fan of these movies, more power to you. But for me, nah, no thanks. So yeah, that was Trolls World. Trolls World. Trolls 3. It doesn't have like a real name yet. I don't think they're gonna just name it Trolls 3. That'd be kind of lame. You named the last one Trolls World Tour, but yeah, it'll be a while before it gets a real name. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing I wanted to talk about is Clifford, the Big Red Dog, a movie I literally just covered not too long ago. When it comes to both the canceled series and a box office prediction video. It's getting a sequel. Yeah. So it's currently made like 34 close to 35 million dollars uh domestically, and as you know, it has a day and date release in not just theaters but on Paramount Plus too. And so I don't know. I guess enough people saw it on Paramount Plus. Paramount was just like, well, we got to make another one. Even though, from what I've heard, this movie is not very good at all. Like, it's the most cookie cutter, generic, bland, bad kids movie you can imagine. But I guess Paramount sees money in it. Now, this doesn't have a release date yet, and it's also yet to be determined whether the film gets a hybrid or exclusive theatrical window. None of these have been decided upon yet. It says here Clifford in his first weekend on the studio's service was the most watched original film to date. Well, that explains everything. That explains why it's getting a sequel. Yeah. This doesn't have a date yet. I'm gonna assume it's for 2023 or 2024. That's just me guessing. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if I should be surprised, but Paramount, they need all the franchises they can get. They really do. I mean, they haven't been doing the greatest. I mean, what franchises do they really have that are actually successful? I think all I can think of is A Quiet Place. Like that series is in a good spot, but Star Trek's in a weird spot. Transformers is in a weird spot. Sonic is gonna get a sequel next year. That should be their next big franchise. I mean, the first one did so well. And they got Paw Patrol the movie, which might become a decent franchise. It won't be big, but it'll do okay. And Clifford, I don't know. I don't care. I don't, but for all you Clifford stands, this is great news to you. So yeah, that's all that happened. So now we gotta play that game. What will happen next? Truth be told, I have no clue. I mean, this 2021 is nearly over. Like, what else could happen with any of these movies? Because there's not a whole lot of movies left. Not a whole lot at all. But yeah, 2022, that's when things start to get weird. Yeah, I already mentioned many times, like, from what I've heard, the only movies we're getting 2022, well, it's in January, are the 355, Deep Water, Scream. Let's see, I know there's the Guy Ritchie movie and Morbius. I think there's another movie called Redeeming Love. That's the 21st. February, I don't know if all these movies are going to come out. I don't know if that's the best decision because I feel like that it's too much. But you know what? I've dealt with super crowded months before, so maybe it'll work out. I don't know. Then you got March. Then you got April. I don't see anything changing. Well, I know Lost City of D is in March now. Uh, May. I know DC League of Super Pets just got a trailer, so why would they delay it now? That would make no sense. May 27th, John Wick 4 and Top Gun Maverick. I don't see it happening. That just seems like a terrible idea. I don't think either party would would benefit from that. Like I say, since Elvis has moved to June 24th, which is what I talked about in the last video, last canceled episode, take the June 3rd spot. Like, just take it. Someone take it, because that spot's now empty. Like, someone take advantage. Now, Jurassic World Dominion, I think the prologue for it just debuted online, so why would they delay that at all? Like, it would make no sense. July and then August, a bunch of spots that have yet to be filled, like the rest of the year. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, there's Violent Night, which I talked about last episode. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like more stuff will either get delayed mainly because of production issues or just to have a better chance at success rather than because of the pandemic. But yeah, it's still weird. Things are still wonky. They'll probably continue to be wonky for a long time, but that's just how it is. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage of all previous canceled episodes I've done. There's a whole lot of them, including this one. There's now 90. Last episode I talked about the Elvis movie and National Champions. It's not that interesting, to be honest, but it happened. And as for like the movies I just covered, Trolls. If you want to watch Canceled Part 2, where I talked about Trolls World Tour going to PVOD, you can watch that. And then for Clifford, I made multiple videos on Clifford. You should find those rather easily. So if you want to watch any of those, that way you're up to date on everything movie related when it comes to release dates and whatnot, where these movies are going, you can go right ahead. There's also box office predictions where I predict box office for movies. Wednesday, I do Encanto, House of Gucci, and Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Alright? For Thanksgiving. And then that'll be the end of the month. So yeah. Can't wait for that. I especially can't wait to talk about Resident Evil. That's going to be a fun video. Just, oh, I can't wait. But, if you want to see any of the past predictions I made this year for movies, you can go right ahead. There's also the box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. November recap will come out within the second week of December, right before West Side Story comes out. That's the my guesstimate. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of my past recap videos, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.